The title of this video is Hunger Games. In this video, I'm going to explain basically some anomalies I've been noticing. In a previous video, I spoke of this irregularities showcasing itself when AI doesn't seem to be functioning as AI does, right? As in, all of a sudden, AI seems to be being manipulated, controlled by a external force outside the quote-unquote algorithm, right? So we all know that the casinos are rigged, right? We know the lottery is rigged, right? At any point given at time, they can change shit up to fit their agenda, right? So so basically, it's like, people in power are ran by, or are puppets being ran by powers that be. And then technology itself is a tool, a weapon by the enemy to subdue, right? As they continuously seek to harvest the energies of the innocent, of humankind. And it just doesn't make sense at times how people can continue putting up with this. It requires a radical change. And I'm pretty positive if everyone were to stop doing what they were doing, everything will stop functioning the way that it is. But wouldn't it make sense that they're trying to plan everything in advance before that occurs, right? Knowing that they are trying to throw the trajectory in their hands to stay in power. Look how much they're trying to stay in power. It's like you go in the ocean and you're hugging the water, hoping that you can bring home water back to the land. It's just gonna fall out, right? But anyways, some things I had in my past, like for example, these street lights right here, right? People have been talking about there's UV lights installed around Houston, right? And I'll go as far as to say even that there was even a time when I noticed that headlights, not like these ones, you can't really see it, I guess, on this phone, but basically, these are the ones that I'm seeing right now are like multiple ones on one pole. But the other poles I've seen before, it was just like one head lamp, and they're facing like separate directions. I was pretty positive that those headlights at some point turned themselves and pointed in my direction, as if it was creating some kind of triangle, some sort of how do you say, mapping point, right? So Pretty sure that's how they use that to basically subdue the quote-unquote terrorists that they see. Terrorists to who, actually, though? Right? Terrorists to an entity that does not care about mankind? That's weird as shit, right? So, how can they call us terrorists? How can anyone even feel safe every time they go out and work, slaving themselves away? And I had family. I had my mom, I had my dad, I had people in my family scared to death because they always talk about people getting laid off, right? And it's horrible. And if it's so true, this technology and a job, I'm sure so that they're using the vulnerabilities of families to basically go against certain individuals, right? To advance further in certain companies, right? It's like a trade-off. I would assume so. It would just be common sense to say. I'm not saying that it could be potentially happening to people, everybody, but I'm sure it does happen. And, you know, no one wants to die, right? But moving forth, we can see that society is becoming more of a Nazi camp. And yeah, I'm pretty sure that people are being martyred, killed due to the impediment that they are causing upon this agenda, right? And it just doesn't make sense to me how even the police don't see it. Maybe, I'm pretty sure they themselves are mind controlled, right? Because who in their right mind would agree to any of these things? Then go back and eat donuts, call it a day, and say that, hey, I pulled that guy over for a gram of weed and that guy for running 5 miles over the speed limit. I'm a hero. I'm a hero. And then when they're taught about stalking people, putting people on lists, how does it not come up in their mind, their brain, that this is wrong? Right? On top of that, they got people spread out across each business entity, placing strategically individuals to basically act as like territorial demons. We'll call it that. But surely love shall prevail. Right? Surely so. Moving forth. Yeah. So I'm pretty sure they do this shit to prisoners too. To people who got locked up for standing up for themselves, or who knew certain things, right? Depends what you do with those certain things, right? Not all of them are bad, but for the ones that got set up, the ones that are out there, I'm sure they're pretty angry, and I'm pretty sure the police are scared of that, right? Why would they not be? And then to go further with that, they're looked down upon when they're out of prison. And not only that, would it not that fear that they have inputted into these individuals be a means for these people to seek to take them out? How can this even be justified, right? So basically, they're sacrificing humans for this agenda. So when they're doing this, and then you have wars, how can you not see as human sacrifice? How can people glorify these individuals and say that they're heroes? It doesn't make sense. You got false flags. You got wars. Right? With the amount of people waking up, how will it be so that people will want to go to another war? Well, it seems surprisingly a lot of people. If you got half these people wearing masks, they're pretty much like NPCs, just going forth with the agenda. Very dangerous individuals indeed. Somehow, they can't smell because of COVID. But when they got their fucking face mask on, they can smell you a mile away. As soon as you turn the corner, their heads are turned towards you. Yet, we're not the normal ones. It's pretty backwards. So, top of that, when AI technology seems to fail, I'm pretty positive they have witches, warlocks, sorcerers, such things alike that work with them to basically, how do you say, it's like how do you go, like when you go through certain threats, right? You read out codes and stuff, right? So I'm pretty sure this will be like higher on the list or something, or they work in tandem towards one. Obviously, they work in tandem with one another, or they work yeah, they work in tandem with one another. Most definitely, indeed. Except most people follow religion, have idols, follow their family traditions, follow culture, continue eating meat, and it's all emotional bullshit that's tied to this. So any attacking of it means that you're attacking their quote-unquote identity, meaning that they're their property to something, right? And they hate it that you're not property. They don't want you to not be property for some reason, because I don't know. I can't really make sense of it. And on top of that, they want everybody to be faggots. I know they want everybody to be faggots. So keep pushing. Look up Gematria. See how they set you up with these traps. And yeah, it's time to let go. It's time to let go of a lot of things. Right, a lot of baggage. Lots of angry people. I know they fuck with the stoplights to basically just hassle you, right? Today, I had the train stop on me twice. It just broke down. And then I was one of my assignments for work today, and this constable was just there. As soon as I was around there, some reason he just sped right off, like coincidentally. And in Houston, right, they always got fucking construction on the streets, but nothing ever fucking gets fixed, right? It seems like that's part of the street theater that they do. They use that bullshit just to make things more complicated for people. But do you really see shit improving around here? I don't think you really do. What the fuck is going on? What is their problem? How do people go to these fucking fast food places? I'm sorry. I'm sorry for cursing so much. But yeah. What a crazy Alice in Wonderland world, right? Because they love bomb you. But I know more people are waking up, and I appreciate them for that. You know, and I appreciate y'all for staying strong as well. And you know, I know y'all are frustrated too at times, because I know that feeling back then, or when I grew up, when I did live with my mother, that there were times when I was just unable to express my emotions, because it was like, how can you not understand what I'm trying to speak to you right now? And you want to get angry, and then you know you can't stay angry because you don't want to do something stupid, and then that anger turns into tears, right? So anyways, I love y'all, and I don't know, I just feel like putting up a video, because they wouldn't be changing shit out, they wouldn't be putting in this much effort if they wasn't feeling threatened, right? What are they threatened by? Does that shit belong to you? You think I belong to you or some shit? Let me just be me. Why do y'all fuck with people who just want to mind their own business? That shit is so stupid, bro. Yeah, man. Bless y'all. Bye-bye.